Week two, John DeBeard is going to uh, attempt to doodle a little cartoon bird from a birthday card he remembers getting about a million years ago. Um, but it's like the one cartoon thing I know how to do. I'm going to draw it on here, and I'm using Sharpies and permanent markers that I kind of had lying around and or, got in little packs over the years. The silver one, the metallic, just in case I need to fill in some of these like dark spots. Like I know I'm not going to get everything covered up, and that's fine. I just want to see what can be done like with kind of what you have laying around. Most people have laying around besides, getting Poscas and Copics and whatnot. So a couple of things that I learned from last time. Do a few trial and error runs, so you see what needs to be done when you're on the clock, and pop all your marker caps and leave them off because I wasted a lot of time messing around with that. This isn't a complicated thing, but I'm going to show you anyway. So hopefully nobody's considering this like time on the clock because I'm not starting my timer yet. And I think if this little doodle turns out well enough and I'm able to get it to transfer onto this little Mesa Falcon, I may actually put it on the Bird of Paradise someday. We'll see. Alright, in order of what I think I might need them even. The oranges, because that's a hard fill. Reds, let's do that. Start here. Basic outline is done. And I think that's where like people who are good with art, you know, everybody except probably me, um, has talent where they just like, oh, I can draw Spider-Man right off the top of my head. Yeah, I mean, I can draw this guy off the top of my head because I've done it a bunch of times over the years, but I couldn't just sit down and like draw anything goodly. Make the caps on. Try to get this yellow beak going first because that's gonna not fill in very well. But I want Bird of Paradise to have some yellow in his beak or hints of it. Maybe if we layer it a bunch. Same with his feet here. Try not to pick up too much of the black from the Sharpie because they will conflict. Sometimes you want that. I've done it on accident and been like, oh shit, that's kind of working, like almost like shading, which I don't know how to do because I have no skills or talent as far as like training and stuff like that. Just kind of eyeballing stuff. Alright, leave that off. Go to the orange. 6, almost 7 minutes to go. Not feeling too bad, but again, I'm comfortable with this like piece. I've done it so many times, and it's Just like a fun little doodle that I'm sure is, you know, a low end basic kind of thing for, you know, some of the better altruists out there. I don't mind that I'm picking up a little bit of the Sharpie because it's making the orange a little darker. Red tie. It's the bird's like underside's got a little bit of red in it. Might as well give his homeboy's tie red. Yeah, see, like, I think what's good about this, the simplicity of it, obviously. Not being a complicated thing, but like, I've seen people just off the cuff do the same thing with like Pikachu, or I've seen some really good ones in the challenge, like Spider-Man's and, you know, actual birds that are cool looking and realistic. That's amazing stuff. I would love to get slightly better at this and maybe learn from the challenge. 'Some of the lines again. Now that we've got most of the colors incorporated. Well, I guess technically all of the colors. 3 minutes to go. And like, make his wings a little longer. Yeah, I think familiarity with your piece, how well you get your, you know, intended. Like I just look at it now like it's a coloring book. Not that I'm any good at those either, but once I put that picture on there, now it's just a matter of like coloring him in. Ah, shit, I'm an asshole. Well, which is why we are doing this exercise. Learn. Watch where your hands are at all times, especially when using markers that aren't going to dry super fast. Otherwise, you'll have them here. The yellow is probably the, look at me putting the caps back on. I think I am wrapping it up though. And we'll call it. 2 minutes to spare. Sorry. On to Beard Week 2. Alter Week Challenge. Thank you.